Please go easy on her. It's the first time on camera. So she's a bit shy.
We're meal prepping our meals for the next week because Brad and I are both doing the Tough Bods program. So what I do is I buy like 4 kilos of chicken breast with the skin on. It's much cheaper with the skin on, so and it's not hard to take it off, as you can see. Just rip it off. And what I like to do, get the knife and I cut it in the middle like this. At the moment we've got the oven set at 190 degrees, and all we need to do is set the timer for 20 minutes. I like to do it for like about 25 minutes. Like I'll wait for the oven to preset at 190. Then I'll put them in for 10 minutes. And then after that, you can always get rid of that extra skin if there's any skin on it after it's cooked. So I put them on for 10 minutes, the first 10 minutes, and then what I do is I flip them over and then cook them for another 10-15 minutes on the other side. Then I'll take them out, and what I like to do is I like to cover them with an extra piece of foil and let them sit for another, say, 5 minutes. And then it's not only is it fully cooked, but also it's so moist. And I didn't actually know that how moist it could be just by cooking it without any sauce or anything added. It's the best way to cook. I highly recommend it. So that's one tray done. What I prefer to do is I prefer to just cook one tray at a time, because what I find is if you put the tray on the lower level, you don't have the same, like it doesn't cook the same. But that's not a problem. I can just, put the other one in the fridge while the other one's cooking. And then we'll just steam up our broccoli, but we'll show you that a bit later. So now I'm just gonna put the first tray in, like that. And I'll show you in another 10 minutes what it looks like. At the moment I've just put our first 2-tier of broccoli on. I actually use these because it's nice and quick, but fresh is always best. But out of these, what is that? 500 grams frozen packet of broccoli does about 3 containers, which is like 3 cups of cooked broccoli for our containers. So that's like 3 meals. Okay, so it's been like 10 minutes now. I'm gonna pull this out. Let me just flip them over. As you can see, it's pretty good. It's pretty cooked, but we want to cook it, like all through the middle. We don't want to have it, because uncooked chicken can make you very, very sick. Oh. There we go. Let me just put it back in for another 10 minutes of 15 to finish cooking. We've got our meal prep containers. You can just buy them from the local supermarket for $2 for 5 each. And obviously glass containers will probably be better, but yeah, we'll stock up on them eventually. I've put this down so then I can put all our broccoli on here, so it's all ready to just put in the containers. And this is so handy for making sure that our we have the right amount of chicken in each of our containers. So I would recommend you get one of these. Okay, so it's ready now. Just be very careful when you pull it out. As you can see, it's got a lot of juice. Take over here. And I'm gonna try and do this one-handed. Hang on a minute. Ripped off a piece of foil, and what I'm gonna do is just gonna lay it down here on top. Just for about, 5 minutes. Just let it sit for a bit. Let it, cook a little extra if it needs to. We put in our next batch, and the second batch. Get that out there. For another 15 minutes. Yeah, and just like before, this is our second batch of chicken. Careful. Just gonna lay it here. And just like before, we're gonna cover it. We've washed the knife. We're just chopping up the chicken breast. And if you have a look here, like you just put a bowl on here. And here, Brad's doing very good filming here. And as you can see, like the scale says 0. Okay, right at the moment we're aiming for about, about approximately 55 grams of chicken breast. So that's that there. Then we pop it in our meal prep container. Then we get our 1 cup bowl. And then we've got 1 cup here of broccoli. And that is 1 meal prep. And then we go again. Let's see.
Repeating the progress process.
Alright. There we go. Then another bowl of broccoli goes in. Okay, so these two here is 1 day's worth for one of us. So like at 11 a.m, 1 meal is eaten with our supplements. 1 p.m, another meal is eaten. And then Brad can show you later like what he has for his 2 extra meals, his post-workout meal and his afternoon meal. Just finished meal prepping our meals. There's 4 in each pile here, which means which is a day's worth for Brad and I, because there's 2 containers each day for each of us. As you can see, I ran out of broccoli. I've got to go to the supermarket now and get another 3.5 bags. But yeah, so that's our meal prep, and it's 3 o'clock now, so it's time for Brad and I's afternoon meal, and he can show you also what he has for his post-workout before bed. So there's 55 grams of chicken breast in each of these containers. This is the recommended for Brad because he's got a disability. He's not able to physically do as much as what your average man without a disability would have. And I also have my reasons for following the same program. But if you want to, if you want to send, your details and that to Tough Bods, which Brad's going to put the link in the description, they can set up a program which is right for you with the right amount of calories and intake, and you can let them know what options of meals and that you would like to have. Also, it is very time consuming, meal prepping. So if you don't have the time, if you're a busy person and you don't want to spend too much money, there's also Meal Prep King, which he'll put in the description as well. Okay.
Around here we have to make extreme mess. There's a lot more protein than the last one I was taking in the last video. And we have 3 rice cakes and one of those extreme mess shakes. So now we're gonna, after our post-workout, we're gonna have another shake, then we're gonna have 5 almonds in the morning with our supplements.
Yeah.